Dave! Oh man, I got such the hangover from the Christmas party we had here, and you're here. They're here. They're here. Oh my gosh, Dave! Dave, it's time for the show. You got to be out here to introduce our guests. Okay, I'll be right there. Drop that eggnog and get out here now. He'll be out here momentarily, folks. I gotta go take some ibuprofen for this headache I have. I actually have an eye ache. Oh my gosh. It's this Justin News Comedy Club show with your very special guest stars, Erika Swartzkopf, Jareth Johnson, Ben Miller, David Habel, Sara Snyder, and our headliner, Ben Webb. And now, without further ado, the master of ceremonies, the man who's dressed up like a candy cane on steroids, please welcome Aaron! Yay! Yay! Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays, everyone! All right. Thank you for being part of the show tonight. Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays to all you. I don't know what everybody believes in, but I believe my tree's on drunk duty. Who else has a tree that's drunk? Anyone? Just try to ignore the tree, okay? I'm pretty sure it's got a problem, okay? It's been a weird week, okay? This tree, we've had a long-standing relationship with this tree. We cut him down a couple years ago, and he never seems to leave. Oh, yes. So everybody's got ready for Christmas. They're all ready to go. They already have all their Christmas shopping done. Anyone? Anyone done?
Yes.
Oh, you're done?
Oh,
good.
oh.
You can do some shopping for me then, because I'm not done. I'm only sick. My tree just fell down. All right. Thank you for coming to this Justin News Comedy Club show. We have some great comics here tonight, and I love every one of them here. They got some great jokes to tell you tonight. And you know what? It's that time of year. And I recently had to look up the word joy, because I didn't know the meaning of the word. I come to find out that I grew up joyless. Yeah. And Christmas as a kid for us was a great time until day 2. Then we were fighting cat and dogs to see who was getting the most coal. Yeah, it was terrible. Now, Christmas for me is a diet for my fat wallet. It dines on pocket lint, receipts, and the guilt of all the gifts I didn't get this year. Yeah, it's terrible. It's really terrible. But we're going on to have a great night tonight, and I really want to welcome our first comic all the way from Hawaii. Aloha, oi! Erika Swartzkopf! Yay!
Erika! Woo!
Hey. So much, everybody. Aloha. It's great to be here. And
Aloha!
I'm originally from Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. I don't know who here has heard of Harrisburg, Pennsylvania. Right? You've probably driven through, but it's known for 2 things globally. The 3 Mile Island nuclear accident in 1979 and Hershey's chocolate. That's right, radiation and chocolate. You're going to die of cancer, but it's going to taste good.
Yeah.
I would stay away from those Hershey bars if I were you.
Oh.
Whoa.
I'm just saying. A couple of years ago, I had a friend, and she stayed at, I live right near Waikiki. She stayed in this really ritzy hotel in Waikiki. And after she left, I hung out in her hotel hot tub for 2 years. It's a true story. I just kept going there. I brought a packed lunch, had a sauna, $500 cheese lounges. I made it a day now and then. Until that day, security guards rushed up to me. What are you doing in this hotel? I'm sorry, I must be in the wrong hotel. Goodbye. Okay, who here has a mom on Facebook? Who shares my pain? All right.
Hey.
Yeah, some people here. Well, I thought my mom was the perfect Facebook mom. She liked everything I did, but she never commented, ever. Psychotically. And then about 6 months ago, she said, you know, when you're on Facebook, do you have to press enter after a comment? So she's been commenting for 10 years, but no one's seen her comments until now. And I can't go back. I can't go back. All right, I'm 53 years old. I'm heading towards menopause. Is it hot in here? Is that the menopause talking? There is an active volcano on Oahu, and that's me. But it's not all bad. I recently bought the very first pair of white pants since I was 12.
Oh, no, yeah.
Didn't get that joke in this room, but that's fine. That's fine. That's no problem. Last year I was applying for jobs, and out of desperation, I applied for a job at preschool with no experience almost. And they said, how are you qualified to be a preschool teacher? And I said, well, I run comedy open mics. And it's pretty much the same job, just different ages. All right, I'm going to thank you so much, Erika Swartzkopf. Aloha.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Shaka.
Where can we find you on social media, Erika?
Yeah, and I'll put it in the chat.
Okay, but just say it out loud. So it's all. This is going on YouTube as well. So where are you at on there?
The Anarchy Online Open Mic, the Female Comics of Hawaii, and Honolulu Stand-Up Comedy.
Sweet, awesome. And you're in that the ones on Friday night. That one, what time does that start?
That's Anarchy, and the sign up is 6:10 p.m. Hawaii time, and the show is 20 minutes later. So that's
awesome.
8 p.m. Pacific time. Yeah.
Sweet. Thank you so much, Erika. That was an awesome set. Oh my gosh. Yes, you know. I understand the whole white pants thing. I don't know why anyone else didn't quite get that. I know I heard another laugh, but I know why that happens. Yeah. You guys just don't wear white. Yeah, and I get the although I grew up out in the country, we did 4-H shows, and all the kids had to dress in white when they showed their dairy cows. Why? I have no idea, because the first time that cow hits you, you're all dirty. That's the end of it. You're done. You're as clean as that cow gets. All it takes is one swoop or one poop. That's all it takes.
One swoop or one poop. Sounds like a commercial.
Yeah, you know, it should have been. I think it should have been. Yeah. You know, my tree. I'm gonna have to get my tree some therapy. I think it's got some problems. I don't know. Do I call a tree doctor? Did they cover that? I don't know if I got to check my FSA to see if that's covered.
I think the sap is running.
Yeah, I think he's got a little sappy. I think he's a little sappy. All right. So, our next comic is actually the co-producer of this show.
No.
Oh, yes. Yes, it's his time to shine, folks. Please welcome to the stage a man who speaks mainly Mainish in Maine, from Berwick, Maine. Please welcome Jareth Johnson, everyone. Woo!
Yeah.
Woo! Thank you so much for that lovely introduction. I see my good buddy Nick is here from Canada. Eh?
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. It's
Good
all
to be
your
here, eh?
It's all your fault. We're having sub-zero weather down here. We need to build a wall between the Great Lakes. I think Trump had the right idea. He just had the wrong border.
No. No.
Whoa.
I'm telling you what, Mr. Man. So I tell you, I've had to cut back on my drinking. You know, I'm a light drinker anyway. Just one drink and I can feel it. 2 drinks and you can feel it. Well, my doctor said I could have 1 drink, but that's all. Any more than that, I'm going to kill my liver because I used to drink a wicked lot more than that. So I told her, it's okay. I can live on just 1 drink today, but I'm using this mug.
Yeah.
Well, it turns out that I'm a compulsive alcoholic and I had to quit altogether. I know nobody likes a quitter, but actually I'm allergic to alcohol. Every time I drank, I broke out into spots like LA, New York, Las Vegas. Yeah. I used to cook with wine. Now I wine at AA meetings. You know, up here in Maine, it's real easy to spot the heavy drinkers, especially this time of year, because only an alcoholic will be out in a blizzard hitchhiking a ride to get to the liquor store. I know, I've done it.
Oh. Oh.
Oh, last summer I saw a flying saucer. And then I saw a cup and a spoon go flying past. That's what I get for making fun of the coffee. So I used to be in a swingers club, but I got kicked out. I kept pushing the others off. Oh, I went riding my dirt bike last Sunday. Crashed it pretty hard. Not surprisingly, it was snow on the ground. My friend Dan come over and asked if I was okay, and I says, I don't know, I think I broke a couple of ribs. So he put his jacket underneath of my head like that, and he says, how's that? Are you comfortable? I said, hell no, I'm not comfortable. I'm flat broke, and I owe a bike payment. All right. I was at the Bull Moose record store, and I was flipping through the used records. I was trying to see if I could find some classic old Zappa. And there was a guy right beside me flipping through the records, and he was looking for some Zeppelin. He says, you know, this damn store ain't got no Zeppelin. I says, hey, why don't you try looking under the L's there, numbnuts? You know, I recently saw an ad on TV for you can lose 20 excuse me, let me start that over. You can lose 20 pounds and 7 inches in just 2 weeks. So the hell with that. If I lose 7 inches, I'll only have 7 left. So last summer I posed for a painter in the nude. It was really fun and exciting till the cops showed up and ruined everything. See, the painter was painting my house. But he wanted a paint stripper. He wanted some paint stripper.
Oh.
All right. And now I got to end with Aaron's favorite joke.
Oh, no.
A rolling stone gathers dust on the bookshelf for Mick Jagger's nose.
Oh. All right. All right. Thank you, Jareth. for bringing back an oldie but a goodie that just keeps rolling off the shelf anyway. Oh my gosh, let's give a big round of applause to Jareth Johnson, everyone. Woo! And Jareth, what's your social media links?
My anti-social media links is jarethjohnsоncomedy.com, spelt just like you see on the screen there, and Jareth Johnson Comedy on Facebook, and Jareth Johnson Comedy on Instagram.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Jareth. And go back to co-producing. You did that seamlessly. No one's seen him move a mouse once, did they? Not once. And you know what? I really appreciate Jareth. Thank you so much. He's made this show work so well, unlike my tree. Up with the tree. Guys, I have no idea. He just keeps showing up. He looks like he's totally drunk on something. I don't know, the 5th of Jack that I got disappeared. What happened, dude? I don't know what's with this guy. I'll have to talk to my tree. Is there a tree whisperer in the audience? Anyone?
I'm just a chicken whisperer.
Oh, all right. Oh, that was so good. You know what? The next comic coming up, one on Bombing Run. That's my Friday night show where 3 comics go against each other, and my mysterious judge, who's never the same twice, decides who's a Joker Ace, the winner, and who's the bomber, the third person. And this person won a few weeks ago. So let's put our hands together from a guy from New York City,
New York
Hey
City.
Miller! Woo!
Hey everybody, thanks. Yeah. Erika was talking earlier about having her mom on Facebook, and it reminded me, because my mom isn't on Facebook, but my grandma is. But she doesn't, my grandma, she doesn't use her own profile. She uses my grandpa's profile. The only problem being my grandpa died 4 years ago. Sometimes, like on my photos, it'll just have the picture of my dead grandpa saying, "Hey, you look great. Let's talk soon." Yeah. Let's see. I'll tell you some jokes about myself. I have Pectus ex cavatum. It's a medical condition, not a Harry Potter spell. What happened? It's sort of hard to see on camera, but my rib cage, it grew inward because it inherited my personality. That's. This condition, it develops during puberty, so I didn't realize I had it until there's a swim unit in my high school gym class where we all had to have our shirts off, and kids just like kept making fun of my weird chest until I told the doctor about it, and the doctor's like, "Yeah, they're right." I just had to praise my bullies for their good work. Yeah, I don't have it that bad though. Like some people need surgery for it, but I'm pretty okay. I'm at like 70% of normal lung capacity, which is like a C. It's like a passing grade in breathing, you know. That's what I have. Yeah. Sometimes though, when people find out about my chest, they're like way too supportive. They're like, "Oh, Ben, you're perfect just the way you are," which no, I'm not. If you ordered ribs at a restaurant and then you got these, you would send them back. One time my mom was like, "Hey Ben, is the reason why you don't take your shirt off at the beach because you're worried that like women will see your chest and then they'll be disgusted and then they won't want to sleep with you and then you'll die alone? Because you're perfect just the way you are." Let's see. I was thinking back about like the first job I ever had was my dad used to like send out a bunch of like mailings for his business, and so I would like lick all the envelopes and close them. But then my dad found out that he could do a much better job with just a wet sponge, so I got fired. Yeah, and I feel like it helped me relate with like auto workers in Detroit. So like at least when they lost their job, it was because there's like a robot that was like stronger and more intelligent and quicker. I was literally replaced by a wet sponge. Yeah, it started like a lifelong feud between me and Sponges. Like every time I walked into the kitchen, I just angrily glare at the sink. Yeah, every time SpongeBob SquarePants came on the TV, I'd hate that theme song. Like, who lives in a pineapple under the sea? I'd be like, that no good, rotten, job stealing sponge. That's who. Yeah, the happiest day of my childhood, I think, was the day that we finally got a dishwasher, because like, we're both obsolete, you know.
Oh.
I've been quarantining with a friend. He's a very like fit, muscular guy, but he also doesn't have gluten or dairy, which seems sort of like a weird contradiction. Because he's like, yeah, man, you know, I'll kiss chicks all day, but I won't let my lips touch bread. Like, there are two things I don't tolerate in this world: people who skip leg day and cheese. I'll leave you with this last joke. So it's talking about my dad. I have sort of an old dad. I'm 24, but my dad is 72 years old. Yeah, so he's been old my entire life. Like, I remember even at 5 thinking like, oh man, my dad is about to die. He'd be like, hey son, do you want to play catch? And I'd be like, of course, Papa, I'll play catch with you this one last time. All right, you've all been great. Thank you so much.
All right, thank you. Oh my gosh. All right, thank you so much, Ben. And where can we find you on social media, Ben?
You can find me at This Is Ben Miller. Yeah.
Cool. All right, this just in news. This is Ben Miller. How's that work out for you, huh? Coincidence? Maybe. Yeah, that worked out really good. Yeah, my dad wasn't that old when I was growing up. He always reminded me I was about half, you know, he was about 26 when he had me. So I'm like, oh, so I can keep track of your age. Yeah, that's good. That's good to know. Yeah, if I had an old dad like yours, I'm not quite sure how he'd have made it through trying to spank me, you know, break his arm. Oh, you know, I'm pretty sure that would have happened. Please, that would have actually been great for me, because then I wouldn't have got any spankings out of that. Oh, that'd been awesome. I got to think about that. He didn't spank you, did he? Your father didn't spank you, right, Corporal? You know? No. So, you got lucky on all cases on that part. Oh, and he probably couldn't chase you down either to, you know, catch you when you were doing something bad either. He probably had to take, you know, was winded. You know. Yeah. Okay. My dad caught me every damn time. I can't tell you. I don't know. That guy moved faster than I thought he could. So, all right. Thank you so much, Ben. You know, this has been a great year for Zoom and comedy for me. I'll tell you what, this show basically got started because a family party got canceled. And I thought, what better way of doing something than start up a Zoom show and have comedians on? And here we are. So, thank you, everybody, for being part of this show. That's what happens. That's what happens, you know. I get bored. I have to find something to do. All right. This next comic, I have been on his show once, and I need to go back on again. But this guy is an awesome comic for Knoxville, Tennessee. Please put your hands together for Dave Habel, please, everybody. Hello.
Thank you.
Dave.
Hello. And I want to thank Jean and Annalise and everyone else for coming out in support of us all. Thank you. Let's see. First things first. I'm queer. I'm a comedian, and I'm in the South. So my gender pronouns are he, ha. That's the first time I've told that. Taylor Swift and Tom Hiddleston were dating, but they broke up because she wanted something casual and he couldn't keep things low key.
Oh.
I played Grand Theft Auto at friends' houses growing up. Now I've grown up, so I just play Grand Theft Auto Immune Disorder at my own. my superhero name would be Ginger Ales. I like to dress exotically, but lately I've been finding out that two wrongs don't make us right.
Oh.
Ooh.
I love banquet pizza because it says microwave high 1 minute. See this curl? Some days, oh, there it is. Some days are just meant to be spent being a blob. In fact, if my hair got any curlier, you could call me Blob Dylan.
Oh.
People tell me I look like an almond brother, but really I think I just look like a pecan. A preacher got kicked out of a shooting range. He followed all the rules, but he still got kicked out because he wouldn't stop saying pew, pew.
Oh.
You should hear me rap. I drop bars like I'm on my phone in the mountains. Oh gosh. Let's see. I make electronica. I have this daydream of a variety show that would have comedians and electronica artists on. I'd call it the Tinnitus Show.
Oh.
Have you ever met someone who's so calm that it just upsets you? Like you just want to come up to them and be like, I don't appreciate the melatonin in your voice. If places where brew is brewed are called breweries, then will places where cannabis is canned be called canaries? I think that has a lot of Twitter potential. I was looking up Phil Collins lyrics the other day, and I made a typo, and I instead searched for Phil Collins lyrica, and suddenly I didn't care anymore.
Oh.
Is that my 5?
No, you still got some
Okay.
time.
Okay. Let's see. I struggle with mental illness, but I'm queer, so you'll never find me in a straitjacket.
Oh.
I'm aware I look like Millennial Duck Dynasty. I like playing music year round, but it always gets kind of creepy when Hanukkah comes around because I can't get out of a menorah key.
Oh.
Let's see. You know, I went to Jamaica a lot growing up, and I had this daydream of becoming a Rastafari, but I can't for obvious reasons because I smoke too much and I just wound up Rasta cross-eyed.
Oh. Oh, thank you so much, David. Hey, put him back on split screen with me there, Jareth, please.
Sorry,
That's okay. That's all right.
I
Thank
lost him.
you.
There he is.
You lost him. He's right there. I can see him right on the screen. All right, let's give a big round of applause for David. All right. Woo! And David, where can we find you on social media?
Well, there are 2 things to look for. One is on Instagram and YouTube. You can find me at Sonic116. And I'm working with a virtual comedy school too. And you can find them across platforms at Off Mic Comedy School.
All right, go check that out, guys. That sounds like a cool little school to go to. Does that you have to pay to be in that school?
Yeah, but the open mic's free.
Oh, sweet. That's awesome to hear about. Thank you so much. So we all should go check that out. You can always learn something, can't you?
Yeah.
All right. Oh my gosh. There's so much great stuff going on, isn't there? I usually get cross-eyed myself when I do too much weed and drink Jack Daniels myself. And if you see some of my edits, that might be why. Or maybe that's why. Wonder who actually ran that tree. Oh, well, I don't know. That tree's all by himself. He's he's alive, maybe. Keeps moving around like he's alive. Dude, we gotta talk later. I'm in a show. Come on. Oh, wow. You know what? I really love everybody, and I had someone have to get out of the show tonight because they're sick, and we want to wish them well. And I found this person. They sent me their audition tape about last week sometime. I couldn't tell you what day it was because I don't remember what day it was after March. I think it's March the 34th, 7th. I don't remember. It's not even a day anymore for me. So, all right. I want to please welcome to the stage a person from Chicago, the Windy City, Sara Snyder, everyone. Woo!
Yes. Hi, thank you. I'm so sorry. I'm the second option that Erika got. So hopefully Holly will come back for you guys. I know she's got like a few thousand followers on Instagram. And I only have like 500 something. So bear with me. And you know, your video at the end was really great, and I love that you brought audience members. So this is awesome. I have never been to Portland, but I think it's probably like Wisconsin, but gay. I have been thinking about making an OnlyFans account, except for you can send me videos of your butts, and I'll tell you if it looks good. It's like Christian OnlyFans. I went to Columbia College, Chicago for comedy writing and performance. So this has to work out. I went there for 2 years, and it costed me and my parents $40,000.
Woo!
And my parents are paying for it, and I recently stopped talking to them.
Oh.
So this really has to work out, you guys. Yeah, comedy school was really fun. It was super easy. One of my final papers that I spent like 3 weeks on was about how Clint Eastwood makes himself the same character in every movie. And I started thinking, like, someone at some point had to have been like, hey, Clint, why don't you try a different role? Like maybe something goofy, like a Chevy Chase, Will Ferrell kind of role. And this is my impression of Clint Eastwood responding to that. Get off my lawn. I was in a little bit of an accident a couple summers ago. I rear-ended someone on the highway during traffic. It was very small, super small. And the woman in the car in front of me, you know, she came out and she was like super mad at me, and like she came up, she's like, what were you doing? Were you texting? And I was like, I was on my phone, but I wasn't texting. Like, I thought I was into The Offspring again. I had to change. I have a self-esteem. I just realized that. Like, I just needed to change the song. I love going to haunted houses, but I find that it's a waste of money for me. and it's not their fault at all. Like, I think they do a really great job. It's super elaborate. I just always show up with this attitude of like, I will not let theater kids scare me. So every time I go, I'm just like, yeah, no, I'm not laughing at you. I mean, I'm not scared of you. Like, I know you're 12 years old. I'm not scared of you. Oh my God, I feel so bad for them though. Like, are you ever in a haunted house and you see them like mess up? And it's like, yeah, sorry. Like, I saw you coming. Like, you know, keep auditioning for the school plays. Like, you know, it's fine. I'm a recovered alcoholic. Cool. Shout out to you, Jareth. If you need any advice from a 25-year-old woman, I'm here for you.
Bring it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I got sober at 21, which is I still don't know what to make of that. I'm like, I didn't get very far. So, like, what a noob. Okay, that's all I've got. Thanks.
All right, let's get a big round of applause for Sara Snyder, everyone. Woo! Hey, it's Sarah. Where can we find you on social media?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram at Say Snyder.
Say Snyder. Say Snyder.
Mhm.
That's that. It's got to be that Illinois accent. What's going on with that?
My voice.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh my gosh. Yeah, you know what? I do still drink, and I know Jareth is he's a recovering alcoholic, and he's done the AA meetings, and that's actually how my parents met. And that's where they conceived. Yeah, they conceived me there too. Yeah, that's why my name is Aaron.
That's the 13th step.
Yeah, it was a 12-step program. They keep telling me it was part of a 12-step program. Tell me what part of that meant conception of baby at the AA meeting. I want to know.
That's 13th step.
Oh, the 13th step? I didn't know about that one. All right. Oh my gosh. You know what? This has been a great show, everybody. And now we are up to our headliner. This guy is an amazing comic, and he's from Omaha. Oh, wait a minute. Omaha. I can't say this city right. Omaha, Nebraska. I don't know why. Please welcome to the stage, Ben Webb, everyone. Woo, 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 woo.
Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Well, thank you so much. Appreciate all the job that you've done and all the comics. Yeah, my name is Ben Webb. I'm a strange duck, so let's go for a swim. All right. I love exploring the world through comedy. The possibilities are endless. Like, for instance, The Mandalorian recently wrapped up season 2, and that's a show famous for its character Baby Yoda of Star Wars fame. I just couldn't help but think that's one more thing the Amish can never appreciate. Somebody think of them. But don't worry about them too much, though, because they have their own Baby Yoda. Handcrafted furniture, you went. Years it would last. Hesitation leads to fear. Fear leads to Walmart. Walmart leads to suffering. Come see us if you want. Left at the barn you will take. And, all right, let's try this one on. John Mellencamp's car rental Yelp review. Hurt so good. Come on, baby, Enterprise ain't so bad. Sometimes driving doesn't feel like it should, baby. hurt so good. Okay. Comedy and karaoke, they say it shouldn't be done, and I agree. One thing, this year I have lost 65 pounds.
Woo!
Congrats.
I did it chiefly for the applause break, so yes. But one thing I noted, I've learned that surprised me was the amount of people that wear perfume and cologne when they go out exercising. Now, I'm not a scientist, but I am a genius. Okay? See, you don't know, I don't know how perfume and cologne is made. Maybe I'm onto something. Okay? Maybe these Greek gods and goddesses just go out with their honeycomb and their myrrh slathered on them, go work up a stink, and come back to our laboratory, and we'll test to see if the mixture could be sold on the store shelves. We don't know. It could be anything like that they swab their perfect bodies, distill it in a bottle, spray in the air, do that weird department store thing with the wrist. Overjoyed by Calvin Klein. That'd be perfect. All right. Or, Plush Murder by Valjean. Itchy Biscuits by Paula Deen. Whatever you can't see. Now, see, I'm not a scientist, but I am a genius. Sign me up for that. I could work up a stink like you could not believe. All I have to do is walk around the block a few times. I'll get you a stink. You go ahead and get me in the laboratory, swab me down, put me in a bottle, do the little wrist thing. Meat Pillow by Ben Webb. Yes. Yeah, that'll fly off the shelves just fine. But another thing I had to learn was with your weight loss, choose your belt hole carefully. I learned the hard way. Yeah, if you see a few nods in the audience. I learned the hard way going to do groceries one day. I did not choose wisely. All right. Now, see, I was nowhere near the deli section, but I almost sold a couple hams that day. Onions were not on my list, but I nearly made a grandma cry. It was not good. Not good. Now, I love Jesus, but I had a few pagans and rogues start to gather around me for the full moon I almost showed. It was not good. Not good. No. So I choose a little more wisely, or like with quarantine, just go with sweatpants. Sweatpants are like a second skin. It's good. This is a lot of fun, as it usually is. That a little bit about me. I am 37. I moved out to Omaha 10 years ago to finish a master's in Christian ministry. And I'm a father of none because my ex-wife was as fertile as she was happy. So good. So good. I would like to be a dad someday, though, you guys. Oh, yeah. Be able to celebrate their victories and teach them that you can survive your failures. And also, you get to unlock the beloved dad joke. Oh, yeah. Anytime, anywhere. Oh, yeah. I'll give you an example, all right? You could start real simple setup punchline, all right? Like, what do you call a French rabbit? A bonnet. See what I mean? Oh, yeah. Oh, buckle up. All right. So, like if you want to, let's say you want to nurture their mind and play with their imagination, get a little more complicated. All right. Like if Magic Johnson loses his hearing, will he have to get hearing aids? Might want to call it something different, but but if you want a gold mine, go into the news. Oh my goodness, there's great stuff in the news. Like I saw this story about a judge that a part of his sentencing of a poacher sentenced him to watch the movie Bambi once a month for a whole year to instill empathy and things like that in him. Now, it wasn't the first time this judge made a weird sentence like that. There was a case that he saw where a man messed with his wife's diabetic medication to the point where her legs swelled up. They almost had to be amputated. So he sentenced that man to watch the movie Mulan once a month for an entire year. Why? Because he tried to defeat his hun. Anytime, anywhere. I'd love to have a woman by my side rolling her eyes and a kid that cannot wait to move out when it's time to graduate. Yes, life goals. I got them. It's good. See, I'm from a young age, I have loved pro wrestling. Oh man, couldn't get enough of it. Still love it to this day. And one of my favorite wrestlers is Stone Cold Steve Austin. Swaggering, head swiveling, beer swilling, beating down his boss. You could not mess with that guy in the 90s and the 2000s. Stone Cold Steve Austin has a very distinct voice and commands your attention. I was riveted. It was awesome. But I got to thinking, I was a little sad though. Like once you reach a certain level of fame, you can't go backward. Not in the age of the internet and cameras. They'll make fun of you until the end of time if you have to go backward. But so you will never see a video of him coming up there. Well, Stone Cold Steve Austin's feeling a bit of hard times. And, I got to work at an ice cream parlor to make ends meet. Now, this is a fair warning to all of you that if I got this apron on and this stupid paper hat on top of my head, I'm Cold Stone Austin Steve. And if you dare to make fun of me, I'll come around this counter and drop you with a Cold Stone Stunner right there on the tile. Now, if you guys don't know, Cold Stone, if you tip them, they have to sing you a song of gratitude. It's worth the beating. It's worth the beating. You got to do it. What you gonna do with all that junk inside your cone? I'm gonna get you drunk, get you love drunk off my scoops, my lovely lady scoops. And that's the bottom line, because Cold Stone Austin Steve said so. Thank you very much. That's my time. God bless you.
All right, let's all give him a big round of applause for Ben Webb, everybody. And Ben, where can we find you on social media?
Well, thank you so much. I have a Facebook profile under my name, hard to miss me, and a YouTube channel and Instagram, Ben Webb Joy on Purpose Comedy, and you'll find me just fine.
All right, thank you so much, Ben. That was a great set. Loved it all. I can't wait to see Stone Cold Steve Austin or Austin Stone Cold. I can't remember which way it was, but that was a great way to end it. I loved it. Oh my gosh, this has been a great show, everyone. I love it. We had such a great night tonight. Give a round of applause to all of our comics tonight. Erika Swartzkopf, Jareth Johnson, Ben Miller, David Habel, Sara Snyder, and Ben Webb. Let's all give you guys a big round of applause. And one more round of applause for my co-producer of the show, Jareth Johnson. Put yourself on spotlight with me, there you go. Yay! Thank you so much, Jareth, for helping me make this show so good. I love it. And you know what? Yes, this was our Christmas show. We did a great job, I think, tonight. And next week, I have a show after Christmas. Let's go figure that one out. I figure you guys are going to be tired of your family. So you want to watch some comedy. Excuse me. I'm getting all choked up, or I'm just need some drinks, I guess. Anyway, I will be here with another set of comics to bring some laughter to your joyless Christmas. Oh, come on, you're bringing on family. You know, family's great for the first hour, and then the second hour, and then the third hour. And by the fourth hour, you're like, isn't it time to go? What do you mean you're staying till tomorrow? What? No, no. Done. So you're gonna want some comedy. So come back here next week, next Saturday, same time, same bat channel, and join us, would you, for this Justin News Comedy Club show. This has been an oddly funny production. Good night, everyone.
Yeah.
Woo.
This has been an oddly funny production